Hey you guys, you ready? You rolling? I'd appreciate it if you could pick it up. I'm freezing my ass off out here. Okay, come on, let's go. Hey there, it's me, Dave. If you're like me, you hate the cold weather. It's not just inconvenient and annoying, it can be downright dangerous. So today I'd like to talk about protecting yourself in these colder climates and staying safe and healthy in snow, ice, and cold temperatures. So what am I doing out here freezing my ass off? I don't have a clue. According to the National Weather Service, 70% of injuries during winter storms result from vehicle accidents, and 30% of injuries result from being caught out in the cold. Here are some examples. Driving accidents due to slippery roads, carbon monoxide poisoning from faulty heating or exhaust systems, slips and falls on ice and snow, hypothermia and frostbite due to cold weather exposure, being struck by falling objects like icicles, tree limbs, and utility poles, not to mention scrap that might be hung up in your load and comes crashing down like an avalanche. Besides all the slipping and falling hazards you might face, there's a couple items we should talk about in a little more detail. Frostbite and hypothermia. Frostbite ain't another treat from the 7-Eleven. It's a serious reaction to cold temperatures when the deep layers of skin and tissue freeze. You can recognize frostbite by a loss of feeling and a waxy white or pale appearance in affected areas. Your fingers, toes, nose, and earlobes are especially vulnerable. Hypothermia is a serious condition that occurs when your whole body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Left untreated, hypothermia can be deadly. Symptoms include uncontrollable shivering, drowsiness, and exhaustion. Yeah, I know. I just described every Saturday night when you were a teenager, but this is no laughing matter. Hypothermia is serious stuff. Learn the signs and symptoms I just mentioned. Select proper clothing for cold, wet, and windy conditions. Staying dry is really important, so dress in layers. You don't want to overheat and start sweating, because sweat is wet, and wet clothing makes all the bad stuff happen more quickly. Wear a hat and gloves in addition to underwear that'll keep water away from your skin. My long johns have a flap. You'll want to take frequent short breaks in warm, dry shelters to allow the body to warm up too. Drink warm, sweet beverages. Avoid any caffeine or alcohol. That hot toddy can wait until you're at home. And here's my favorite. Eat warm, high-calorie foods, like hot pasta dishes. As the brain detects a drop in our body temperature, it diverts blood away from the outer parts of the body. Frostbite occurs first in your hands and feet and face because there's less blood flowing there to keep them warm. If one of your coworkers shows signs of frostbite or hypothermia, there's a couple things you should be prepared to do. Let's start with frostbite. Remember that this can be a real medical emergency. If you wait too long or you screw things up, the victim might die. Do I have your attention? Good. First thing, don't rub the frostbitten part. Those tissues are frozen. That means ice crystals. Think little pieces of glass. You don't want to rub pieces of glass under your skin. If the frostbitten area is white, a slow rewarming will probably be just fine. If the area is purple or black, however, the person needs an emergency room, like an hour ago. Here's another critical thing to remember with frostbite. If there's any chance that the part might refreeze after it's been thawed, you know, like if you've got to hike out of a blizzard or something, don't thaw it at all. Refreezing is like the worst thing you can do with a frostbite victim. Now let's talk hypothermia. The idea is to raise the core temperature slowly. Wrap them in blankets, give them something warm and non-alcoholic to drink. Seek immediate medical attention. Never give a frostbite or hypothermia victim anything with caffeine in it, like coffee or tea. Alcohol should be avoided too. So the bottom line is this. When you're out in the winter weather, pay attention to the clues your body is giving about the effects of frostbite and hypothermia. And above all, you need to operate safely or not at all.